Welcome back. Yep, wearing my Simpsons jersey, because why not? So 2 games are done. We've got 13 more to go. So busy night for me, but again, 13 game night. There's no 7:30 starts. I'm okay with it. All right, not that the NHL would care if I wasn't. All right, that being said, starting things off, Nashville and Edmonton. Edmonton's in serious trouble. They're in serious trouble. So it's Lankinen versus Campbell in this one. Early jump for Nashville, but then there's a post for Kane as the Oilers press. That's just bad omen right there. They had a lot of posts against Dallas too. There's a shoulder save on Fabro. The Oilers rush. Ekholm had a shot. That's held. Sherwood has a shot kicked aside. The rebound's cleared. Fogle to Lavoie gets blocked and cleared. In this case, it's Lavoie. And when Matt Savoy comes up for Buffalo, it's going to be Savoy. And that's going to be fun. But anyways, so Preds have a 3-on-2. That fizzles. McDavid then had a rush chance the other way. That saved. CC's denied Lankin and holds. CC looking for his first goal in a while. Oilers press at 9.5 minutes, and they end up drawing themselves a power play, which they score on. It is Nurse from Ekholm and McLeod at 9:55. That's off the post and off Lankin and an in. So I believe that's the first point of the season for McLeod. And then, well, on a wraparound, Nashville ties it right away. 10:22, it's Forsberg from O'Reilly and Delgaizo. Delgaizo, yeah. First NHL game. So I even had to look him up. I'm like, who's Delgaizo? All right, cool. Very good. So defenseman that's been in their prospect system for a while, rewarded here, and he gets a point in his first NHL game. Congratulations to Delgaizo on that one. I believe it's Mark Delgaizo. All right, pressed by Nashville with 6.5 minutes left. That ends up drawing a power play. There's a shorthanded 3-on-2 for Edmonton. That misfires. The Oilers cleared again after. Nyquist is then denied. It's cleared. That's killed off. Preds had momentum since the 1-1 goal, but it stays 1-1 after one. Second period, Lauzon fires one high from the slot, and then pretty soon after, a loose puck is buried by O'Reilly. He scores from Forsberg and Carrier at 23 seconds. So Forsberg and O'Reilly with big games today. Cole Smith then has a rush chance that saved. Fogle had a rush chance kicked aside. Pretty quiet building at this stage, and then it gets even quieter. Power play for Nashville, and they score on it. It's a cross-crease pass and buried. It's Ryan O'Reilly from Forsberg and Novak at 3:24. So all of a sudden, it's 3-1 Nashville. Oilers get a power play. McDavid has a shot that's blocked. They cycle, and then Hyman gets that power play goal at 5:08 from Bouchard and McDavid. It deflects in. Hey, good deflection by Hyman to get that to go in. Preds go back to the power play, and this is where it all gets just overlap. 1:25 of 4-on-4. Nyquist has a rush chance that's saved. There's too many Oilers on the ice during their power play, so it makes it a 4-on-4. Everything gets killed off there. The Oilers press with 8.5 minutes left. Nurse had a shot that is held in order for Nashville to get a change. Cole Smith has a rush chance that's held, and then at 15:15, on a rush chance from the slot, Novak wires it. Evangelista and Yossi with the assists on that one. So suddenly it's 4-2. Every time the Oilers got close, Nashville got it back. Nyquist then has a shot that's held as the Nashville Predators seek another. So Nyquist all over the place. Don't believe he had a point today, but hey, the opportunities are there. So after 2, it's 4-2. Third period, Holloway's denied on a rush. There's a press by the Oilers at 2.5 minutes. Draisaitl then fires one wide on a rush. We get 2 minutes of 4-on-4. And then this is a weird one. The puck went in. Play continues, and then the puck went in. And it's the same guy that scores twice on the same play. So it's a rough night rough afternoon for Edmonton's defense and goaltending here, as O'Reilly gets that one from Carey and Forsberg at 8:32. So that is his 5th career hat trick. And again, it's been bad for the Oilers. It does not get better. There's a press by Nashville with 8 minutes left. McLeod then has a backhander that's saved. There was a shoulder save on Parsonen on a 2-on-1. The Oilers don't pull the goalie. They don't really get a lot of pressure late. This is a team that looks pretty defeated, and they lost today 5-2. Nashville improves its record to 5-6-0 on the season. For the Oilers, 2-7-1 with the loss. So rough day. Your shots on net favored Edmonton, 11-10 in the first, 15-14 Nashville in the second, 10-9 Edmonton in the third. Final shots 35-34 for Edmonton. Power plays, Nashville 1 for 4, Edmonton 2 for 3. So oddly, the power play clicked today for Edmonton. They didn't score a single 5-on-5 goal. Hits 29-24 for Edmonton. Lankinen saves 33 out of 35. Campbell saves 29 out of 34. So Still a lot of questions around the Oilers, and we now have a team that's 5 games below 500. It just means that now, let's just say if the Oilers want to make the playoffs, they now have to be about 15 to 20 games above 500 from here going forward. It does definitely gets more and more difficult as the season goes along. That's over a 72-game schedule the rest of the way. All right, the other game today, Winnipeg in against Arizona. So, 2-goal leads have been pretty safe this year. It's a rarity that it doesn't work out, but this game is an exception. So it's cactus leg jerseys for the Arizona Coyotes. I do like those thirds. I think they're nice. Yvonne, instead of calling them cactus leg, refers to them as the taco time ones, because on the Breezers, the cactus on the side does look like the Taco Time logo. So, Hellebuck versus Vejmelka in this one. Connor to Morrissey, there's a near miss as the Jets get off to a bit of a good jump there. Ehlers has a sharp angle shot, that's saved. The shots on net are only one apiece at 3 minutes. At 5:30, on their second shot, Arizona gets on the board. It's Mosier from Michelli and Krause that's top shelf on a 2-on-1 rush. Then there's a strong Coyotes back check going on as well to try to keep the Jets away from the net. Power play for the Coyotes. Cooley's denied and close. That power play's killed off. There's Morrissey fires one wide as the Jets get some pressure of their own. There's then a press by the Coyotes with 8 minutes left, but the Jets end up coming out of that with a power play. It was an offensive zone penalty against the Coyotes. Those ones are tough. But the Jets have trouble setting up early. That power play's killed off. One shot for the Jets on that power play. The shots are 5-2 in favor of the Coyotes with 5.5 minutes left. Yeah, it was a quieter game. This was much more noisy when it came to scoring chances and everything else than this one. There's a press by the Jets with 4.5 minutes left. The Coyotes continue to block the net. Press by the Coyotes in the final minute, and they're up 1-0 after one. Second period. Power play for the Jets. Early clear by the Coyotes. The Coyotes don't let them set up. Nemesnikov couldn't bury one. Schmidt fires one wide. That power play's killed off. There were 2 shots on net on that power play. Jets press after it ends. Morrissey goes beast mode. Can't quite get to the net, though. And then the Coyotes score again. It was a brutal giveaway by Mark Scheifele. Can't defend that, not even a little. O'Brien from McBain at 5:49. You don't throw it into the slot in your own zone, especially when Jack McBain's cruising around waiting for a puck. It's just, yeah. So the Jets press to answer, and to their credit, they do. At 7:31, Niederreiter gets them on the board. Appleton and Morrissey with the assists, and Nino had himself a day. The Jets then look to tie it. Dillon has a shot that's held. Appleton's denied. The Coyotes rush, but at 10:05, just past the halfway mark, Dillon gets a goal from Nemesnikov and Perfetti. Coyotes, though, they press for a response now that we're into a tie game. Near miss for Perfetti as the Jets then seek the lead. There's a power play for the Coyotes. Dillon argues all the way to the box. So I had to have that on the board. Like, he was not happy with that call at all, and he wanted to let the referee know why it was the wrong call, where it was the wrong call, and where he could put his call. At any rate, this is where Arizona gets a power play goal. Winnipeg's had a hard time on the penalty kill this year. It's no different today, although they almost killed this one. There were 2 seconds left in the power play. It's Krause getting the power play marker from Bukestad and Carconi at 14:47. Krause buries a rebound there to put Arizona back into the lead. 3:31 left. The Jets get a power play, and they score on it to tie the game once again. It is Niederreiter with the second of the game. Ehlers and Pionk with the assists at 17:01. Deflects that one in close. No chance for Vejmelka. Barron's then denied from the slot. Connor was robbed as the Jets again are looking for the lead. So it's 3-3 after 2. We're going to the third. Appleton fires one wide. There's an early press by the Jets. Hayden tips the shot wide. The rebound's cleared, but then wired top corner from the slot. It's Dillon with his second goal of the game. Appleton and Lowry with the assists at 3:23. Then there's a post for Morrissey on the next shift. Once it started rolling the Jets' way, Arizona had a tough time of it. And at 7:16, Niederreiter makes it a 5-3 lead in favor of the Jets. He tapped that one in off the goal line. Otherwise, it would have been Dillon's hat-trick goal, but in this case, it's Niederreiter's hat-trick goal, his second career hat-trick. Dillon and Pionk with the assists at 7:16. So Dillon still has a 3-point day. That's not too bad, not too shabby. So Stetcher takes a puck in the mouth. He exits for repairs. He would come back. Krause appeared to hurt his shoulder. He left the game briefly. He did come back, and he skated around, and there was a lot of marveling about him coming back. But it's Lawson Krause. The dude's a beast. Anyways, the Coyotes draw a power play with 5:14 left. That leads to a shorthanded rush by Barron. Michelli fires one wide twice from in close, and that power play's killed off. Things then get pushed on a hole by Vejmelka. The goalie gets pulled with 2:15 left by Arizona, but the Coyotes are unable to generate a goal out of it. And so your final score is 5-3. Winnipeg goes into Arizona. They get the win. They go to 5-4-2 on the season. The Coyotes 5-5-1 with the loss. The shots on net 8-3 Arizona in the first, 15-9 Winnipeg in the second. Both teams had 9 shots in the third. The Jets actually end up out shooting them 27-26. Both teams go 1 for 3 on the power play. Hits were 12-8 for Winnipeg. Hellebuck saves 23 out of 26, and Vejmelka saved 22 out of 27 at the other end. So, entertaining games. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video or because you feel like it. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.